Ron Wolf, and this is my wife, Patricia. Today is April 18th, 1999. The story we're about to tell you actually concerns the discovery of prostate cancer with myself, and I'll let Patricia start.
Well, as many wives can attest, their husbands are very reluctant to go see a doctor, have annual checkups, and let alone follow through with recommended treatments or discoveries concerning their prostate especially. My husband was diagnosed with 5.9 PSA level and a Gleason of 6. And those don't really mean too much unless you start investigating and learning more about them and asking different people, and of course the doctors tell you pretty much what that means. And it can be an indication on the, especially with the PSA, which was the initial blood test of 5.9, can be an indication that there may be a suspect for prostate cancer. So the next advisable treatment was a biopsy. And my husband, I have to kind of go back in time. About a year ago, had a little bit of an elevated PSA, and
I think it was 3.5 at that
something
time.
like that, and the doctor also recommended a biopsy, and I made, I think, 2 appointments, and Ron canceled both. So this time I made sure I took a day off work and said, honey, this is your appointment for your biopsy, and we're going, which we did. Ron asked me to call the doctor for the results several days later because he just doesn't want to be bothered with.
Well, I didn't want to deal with that. I thought that I could possibly get a call and they'd say, well, we're not sure, so we have to do this again, and I just didn't want to deal with that, so I gave the dirty work to my wife.
As usual. So the doctor called me at my place of work to let me know, and just came out and told me that your husband has prostate cancer.
And we had that biopsy on February 26th, and it was on March 2nd. Actually a few days later, that we found out. Now I shouldn't say we, because Patricia knew I had it, and she just didn't have the heart to tell me.
I struggled with it because I couldn't very well call up Ron at his office and say, oh honey, guess what, you have prostate cancer. First of all, I totally lost it at the office, and it was very emotional, and I knew that at some point Ron would know, of course. The doctor wanted to see both of us 2 days after that. So I told Ron that the doctor said there was some tissue that was suspicious looking, and that he needed to see us for further treatment recommendation.
So reluctantly, I agreed to go talk to the doctor, thinking that he was just going to tell me that there were some suspicious samples and that perhaps would put me on some type of diet. So when we went to see him at 7:45 that March 2nd, he called us into his office. I guess he assumed that I knew.
And it wasn't me trying to be deceitful, but just trying to protect Ron from the news that he would ultimately find out soon enough anyway. And why let 2 of us have sleepless nights?
There was no advantage in her telling me
Any sooner.
Right.
2 days later he would find out. In any case, the treatment options were explained, and at that point you're just so emotionally upset that you can't really digest everything that's being told to you. So from there we came home and started to investigate further different treatment options.
We read everything we could find. We got on the internet every conceivable treatment, from herbal treatment to different types of therapy, external beam radiation therapy to seed implants, And of course, the last thing that I wanted to even think about was a radical prostatectomy. I wouldn't even allow my mind to dwell on that.
Which I felt was the best way to go to begin with, since that's what the doctors had all advised, being Ron's age, 62, and being that he's very healthy in every other way. He did not want to hear about surgery at all, having never had any surgery before. And the reason we're doing this is because we know a lot of couples and people are so terrified to hear the news to begin with, and you don't know where to turn or what to do. But you do have to get all the knowledge you can about your own particular situation, get every resource you can possibly find, the internet, other people, talk to people. Don't be embarrassed about it, don't be afraid of it. It's a curable disease. And as I say, we're looking forward to next week.
We are.
April 27th is Ron's surgery day.
Yes, a day that will live in infamy. I'm trying everything I can to prepare myself for this mentally. I think I'm doing fairly well. I know what to expect. I'm not too interested as to what procedure is going to be taking place while I'm asleep. I don't want to know. I'm not ready for that. Maybe someday I'll be interested enough to find out what they actually did. But I think I'm doing okay waiting for this. I've talked to other men on the internet who have had this procedure, and I basically learned from everyone I've talked to that the procedure is painless. So I know what to expect in regard to that, and I have also accepted the fact that I'm going to have this catheter in me for maybe as long as 10 to 14 days. Or 21 days, which to me seems probably the worst part of it, because as guys we get kind of squeamish about something on that order.
I would like to mention that as you find out different things, the process becomes easier, because firstly, if you choose the prostatectomy, you have to be very confident in the surgeon. We have heard over and over again, the skill of the surgeon directly relates to the end result of how you will recover from this. Everyone has said it is not a painful surgery, and recovery in 3 weeks is probably what is expected. We're going to continue this tape later and show you glimpses of the day of, probably the day before.
Well, here we are. It's April 27th, and what I considered to be the dreaded day is no longer the dreaded day. It's the day that is going to cure me and take this cancer away. And actually, I feel pretty good today. Haven't eaten since Sunday night. That is part of the program. Took the 2 cocktails that are necessary to clean you out, and so basically I'm ready to go.
I'm very proud of my husband. He's done so well. I didn't know that he would handle this so remarkably well. And I love you, dear. I'm so proud of you.
This is when we ask all you questions and stuff to make sure that you are ready to go to surgery.
Okay, pre-surgical assessment is where we're in right now, and I hope you like my garb. Feeling pretty good right now. That's a nice shot going down like that. And I guess I'm ready mentally and looking forward to getting this over. And we thank you both for your professional help in preparing us for the surgery procedure, and that's good.
I don't know what else to say except I feel terrific. I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, but I know I can't eat, but maybe I can have some ice chips later. And I thank you very much for shooting. Thumbs up.
All right.
Yeah.
He's off and running. Yeah.
Got me pushing around here. I just want to get this thing air conditioned,
I need roller skates to keep up with
and
them.
I want to get power steering on this, and maybe put some, some tassels in the front.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Joyce. I am one. I am Meg. Didn't take care of your husband.
You know who I am. And I'm going home today, and I feel really good.
How many days, Ron?
Let's see, we had surgery April 27th. This is the 29th. So,
At 9:25 a.m.
yep. And Debbie Moon should be in here shortly, and to give me the discharge papers, and then it's home. And guys, it's not that bad.
Good.
Trust me, it's not that bad.
Good.
Well, it's May 1st, 4 days after surgery. We're going out for breakfast this morning. I feel really good. I have my leg bag catheter on right now. It's right here. It's not that uncomfortable, and my appetite has been terrific, and I really feel good. And actually, I'm quite hungry. Oh, hi, sweetie.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
So, Debbie Moon called this morning and she wanted to know how I was, and Pat talked to her, and
I can't keep him down. He's running around like crazy. He's not resting. He doesn't feel like it. Walking up hills and down hills, and I just can't keep up with him hardly. So I'm more than pleased.
oh, we both are. And we're going to go out now and have a good breakfast and do some walking today. So we'll be talking to you later. Bye-bye.
Prostate cancer is the most common cancer in American men and the second most common cause of cancer deaths. Most of the prostate cancer deaths could be prevented if we could detect this disease early. The way to detect it early is to have a PSA blood test and to examine the prostate carefully. If both those tests are done every year, very few men would die of prostate cancer. The operation itself is a major operation, but it cures the vast majority of men with this disease. In my own series, more than 95% of men undergoing surgery are cured of their cancer. Side effects of incontinence and impotence do occur, but the incidence of these complications is decreasing as we improve our surgical technique.